Mate, you're scared, mate. You're scared. You're washed. You're fucking washed. You watch, mate. Watch. You're getting knocked out cold. Yeah, we will. We will, mate. You ready? You ready, mate? You ready, mate? We're ready, mate.
Sally, let me just get a few words with you ahead of tomorrow night. Your opponent has called you a side quest. Do you think that he's underestimating you?
Fully. Yeah, let's see tomorrow night. That's all I'm saying. Let's see tomorrow night.
Lewis, 6-0, undefeated, a hell of a roll, but how much of a challenge do you think your opponent's going to give you tomorrow night?
Like I said, NPC file, side quest mission, getting completed tomorrow night, and you ain't ready for this, mate. You're done. 7-0, yeah, there we go. Yeah, get nervous energy, bro. Nervous energy. Look at you. Yeah, Aaron Sines looks away from me. Exactly. Yeah, let's go, mate. Honestly, you're done for all. Is that what you want it, yeah? Yeah, what? Mate.
It's Lewis McGrillen versus 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'𝗦.
Take a look at our tail of the tape for this feature showcase bout. Lewis McGrillen, only 22 years of age. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, much older. Both men 5 feet 6 inches tall. 68-inch reach on the arms, giving Lewis McGrillen a 4-inch advantage. Both men have 39-inch legs. You can see and feel the energy from the crowd there. What are the keys to victory in this fight, Dan Hardy?
Well, the obvious key to victory for 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, he's got to maintain his composure and he has to attack that lead leg. Play the long game. This is 3 rounds. Let this kid burn out a little bit. On McGrillen's side, control the center, straight left to the head and body. Keep working his opponents over, keep bullying him and make him feel that presence that McGrillen's got in the cage.
The following is a special showcase bout in the Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 134.8 pounds and holds a record of 6 wins, 7 losses, and 1 no contest. Fighting out of London, England, the Ram Man, 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is also an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135.8 pounds. He holds a perfect professional record of 6 victories and no losses. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Lewis the referee in charge, McGrillen.
McGrillen in the yellow trunks, 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 in the gray. Feature showcase bout, non-league action here. Southpaw stands for McGrillen.
You can see 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 circling away from that left hand straight away. He knows where the danger is. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑's got a good check leg top. Straight away, but look at that composure from fast left hand of McGrillen. Lovely footwork. I love how he cuts him off. There's the head kick again. Kulikan's taking these shots and he's rebounding. There's a level change again. Beautiful sprawl.
Replays. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Just so clean, right on the chin. Bang, look Beautiful. At that. Lovely follow through as well. You see the punch show itself over the rear shoulder of 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Beautiful follow through on that punch. And 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, he was up on his feet every time he got knocked down. He attempted takedowns. He gave McGrillen problems, and McGrillen solved them.
I mean, look at this. This punch finishes 2 foot behind 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Right through the chin.
Perfect placement from McGrillen.
Look at that.
And look, that was the final, that was the last point, the emphasis. But he landed uppercuts. He landed body shots that at least off balance 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. That left hand, he didn't even need to throw the right, Stefan.
No, it didn't matter where he landed. He landed on the body. He off-balanced 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. He showed him the uppercut, and 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 was like, no, I'm not going to go for that takedown. Then he finishes him with a beautiful straight left.
Referee Mark Goddard calls a stop to the action at 2 minutes and 33 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via knockout, Luis the Margarita McGrillen.
Let's go, ready for Manchester.
𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 doesn't care though. He's a wild man. He comes to fight and he's going to fire right back at McGrillen tomorrow.
We saw Lewis McGrillen on our Newcastle card.
That's what he always does.
He gets a little chirpy, he gets talking. He was talking in the fights the last time out.
Yes, sir.
A wild man. Described, I believe, as feral at one point or another. Tail of the tape. Lewis McGrillen, 22 years of age. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 is 31. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 is 5'9". McGrillen 3 inches shorter. But it is McGrillen with the longer arms and the longer legs. McGrillen controlled the center and sent up the left hand, as we just saw in the beautiful breakdown by Dan Hardy. He's got a lot of setups for his age, especially. Amari's 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 counter punches, combos, and wrestling. Put McGrillen on his back. Of course, that's where he's least dangerous, but that's a big task with the explosiveness Lewis McGrillen has. Andy Shepherd gets him going.
The following is a special showcase bout in the Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135.5 pounds and holds a professional record of 8 wins and 5 losses. Fighting out of Frankfurt, Germany, 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 136 pounds and holds an undefeated professional record of 7 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Lewis the McGrillen! And your referee, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
McGrillen champing at the bit to get this thing started. He's in the yellow trunks, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 in the gray. McGrillen sprints across and takes control of the center of the smart cage, tries the left hand early.
Looking for a fast start here is McGrillen. Looking to back up. Oh, left hand lands. But 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘's attention.
Nice sharp inside leg kick there from 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. The left hand has found its home a couple of times early.
He's taken those shots well though, my goodness.
Single leg attempt by 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Great defense from McGrillen. There's the left hand to the body.
Beautiful searching shot to the body there. Lovely takedown defense on that single leg. He's got to watch this knee from the clinch here.
You can see just the loose but precise way that McGrillen throws that straight left hand. He goes upstairs and down with it to the body, to the head. Another inside leg kick there.
Looks to me like he's trying to draw 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 to throw now so he can counter. There we go. He's looking to counter that shot.
𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 still moving. He's worn a couple of those punches, apparently to no effect, and the right hand sneaks through for 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
Yes, felt the power, but he's firing right back. And look at the face from McGrillen, turning red.
Now two left hands.
Swinging away and a couple of wobbles there. That time 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 caught McGrillen jumping in.
Beautiful variety with the left hand here, but 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 is just standing, taking these shots.
Chin is an underrated weapon in the game of mixed martial arts, fellas.
Good right hand there for 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Pushing forward now, very interesting. Oh, good left from McGrillen there.
Caught the right timing as 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 was turning his hips on the kick and off his feet. And look at the head snap back. Unbelievable.
I don't know how he's taking these shots. Most people would have been down now. And again.
There's another. And that can be very discouraging for a power puncher like McGrillen because he's landed 5 or 6 big clean shots already.
Clean shots.
He's just not only taking them, he's firing right back at him.
Nice work to the body there, switching his targets.
That right hand landed again for 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, but he ate a left for his effort. Lewis McGrillen hanging his chin out now, inviting 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 to exchange.
Good shots from 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 coming back here. Can't count him out, especially because he's taking these shots so well.
4 lefts in a row to land for McGrillen. A normal human being wouldn't be standing anymore, but 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 will not oblige. Good counter again from the man from Tajikistan.
An uppercut and a hook from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. And now he's starting to land with his left. McGrillen obliges with the left of his own.
Oh, huge left there. How is he still standing?
He's calling him on.
About it.
He's calling him on.
Just eating those for lunch and dinner. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 defying the laws of physics here.
McGrillen showing he's got a chin as well, taking some shots back from the tough Tajikistan fighter. Good takedown defense from McGrillen.
I'm going to call him the Tajiki zombie. The way he takes these strikes is unbelievable. Huge left hand, and he's wobbly now.
Throws the legs of 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, at least momentarily. And we've seen McGrillen be patient in these situations before.
He has to be very patient with an opponent like this because he's doing everything to finish him.
How is he still standing?
Inside of 1 minute,
Emrali 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 taking everything that Lewis McGrillen has to offer. There's a flag knee attempt.
30 seconds left. This has been ferocious from the start. Beautiful uppercut from McGrillen.
The pace is unreal. Good right hand there for 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 again. His counters are on point.
You know, when you're willing to take a shot like the Korean Zombie is, you can put yourself in range to land counters regardless of what you're getting caught with. It's incredible that he stayed on his feet. I'd like to see McGrillen add some more things into his game, maybe some body kicks. But because this left hand is landing so well, you just keep going to it. Wow, what a first round!
What a round, what a pace set by both of these fighters. I think, you know, being precise wasn't the issue. He was very precise.
Yeah, he needs a run-up maybe.
𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Emrali 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 has a little blood on the forehead, some blood running from his right ear. But just as eager as McGrillen to get to round number 2. Lewis McGrillen is... Clean knockout for Lewis McGrillen. And even though he didn't put him down in the first round, they add up. And this one landed clean.
Referee 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 calls a halt to the action at 12 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner via knockout, Lewis McGrillen!
All right, I'm here inside the smart cage with the McGrizzler, Lewis McGrillen, still undefeated, and again with a knockout. That's 8 pro fights, 8 pro wins, 8 pro knockouts. But tell me what you were thinking and feeling going to the corner after round number 1, because you landed that left hand so many times. He ate every single one of them and brought something back.
He's a tough cooker. That's what I thought, I can't lie. And then it's only a matter of time. You think you can take your shots. You can think you can take the shots. You can try and run me and take some shots. But it's only a matter of time until I fully 𝗚𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗏 you. At the end of the day, he was scheduling up well. I was a bit overbearing. I was moving a bit of a straight line too much. I should have been working on. I felt like I was overprepared backstage, but it is what it is. But I'm fucking ready for any cunt, man. I swear to God, I'm going to kill you all.
I want to talk about the punch that landed, because it was the exact same punch we saw land the knockout last time. You feint, you show a level change a little bit, you bring that left hand all the way from the hip, and you don't know where it's coming from. Is that how you're throwing it in practice?
Yeah, of course. I've got loads of varieties to throw in from practice and training and such. But that's just the one what just cleans, man, I guess. When I was on the regional scene, it was a left hook. They're trying to call me left hook Lewis, but are you mad? I could do more varieties with that, and I just proved it there.
This was a showcase bout in PFL Europe. There's 100K on the line for everyone who's in the season. Are you ready to take that next step? Are you ready to be part of a big tournament, to be part of a season?
Any man, but I just want to put this out here.
No worries.
You should headline Manchester, you know. Manchester, England, I'm telling you now, I will sell it out. You haven't got a star like, you haven't got, who's a big star in Bantamweight right now? Fuck them all. What about me? And I'm going to prove it. Manchester, come to Manchester!
Lewis McGrillen, still undefeated, ladies and gentlemen. This guy brings it every time, Stefan Struve.
Same goes for his opponent, though. This is going to be another fire fight, and I can't wait for this matchup tomorrow night.
Little chatter back and forth. This is why we sent Dan Hardy up there. I'll be honest, that's about as calm as you're ever going to see Lewis McGrillen.
Yeah, I know. Definitely. Like yesterday, it was a little different, as we saw. A little bit of a slap. But this is why we love MMA. These kind of matchups are going to be fireworks.
Yeah, I heard you've been doing causing a bit of drama this week. Is it personal? Is there a history there?
Oh, I just like winding people up, innit? People don't see why it was called the 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗘 because I took my hair down. But it worked, didn't it? Everyone's fucking watching me end of the day. Excuse my language, innit? But yeah, I'm just here for war now. That's all I just do, yeah.
Is it strategic? Do you like to get into your opponent's head before the fight?
Yeah, why not, innit? I love a bit of the art of war and winding people up, innit? That's just what I got to do, yeah.
Some people compare you to Conor McGregor. Do you see any similarities there?
Probably just a left hand, but I'm just louis McGrillen at the end of the day. It's not to be compared to someone like that at the end of the day because I grew up watching him, my favourite fighter and that, but I'm Louis McGrillen, Louis the McGrillen.
Are you excited for the 3 Arena, the Irish fans?
Yeah, 100%. My family are Irish, all my family coming over and stuff like that, and I'm just ready. I'm ready for war now, yeah.
There's the McGrizzler. Louis McGrillen is in the yellow trunks. Wesley Maia is in the gray.
Ready. Let's go.
Southpaw stance as always from McGrillen. Maia switching it up.
These guys, they just, once it goes, it goes. That's what it's going to feel like to me, I think. They're both kind of holding them back, waiting to get a read on each other, but I feel like there's going to be a barn burner when they start. They're both such aggressive individuals. McGrillen's looking for that little dip. He's going to try and set up that left hand. There it is.
Maia shakes it off as if to say, you're not going to get me with that, but McGrillen finds a spot for it on the body. Good inside kick there.
Nice work by McGrillen, trying to squeeze Wesley Maia towards the power hand. That was a good kick from Maia.
A lot of power there.
Oh, right hand landed there for Maia. Stumbles McGrillen, cracked him right in the nose.
Both men have had success so far in the stand-up.
It's a tough test for McGrillen, this is.
And as much trash as these guys were talking, there's clear respect for the other man's power from both parties.
McGrillen going to the body again with that straight left. He's going to come up to the head in a second.
Maia's done a good job of timing his own right hand. He hurt the nose of McGrillen, who's had to paw at it a couple times, and you can see the redness showing on the midsection. There's another right hand. Inside leg kick again from Maia.
It's a very good weapon for him, especially with the wide stands on McGrillen. Very heavy on his feet. Off balance again.
Maia showing some excellent measuring of the distance and some timing as McGrillen tries to come in. He is the taller fighter, so punching down a bit. High kick that glances off the guard.
He's got a lot of power in those kicks. Maia's doing a great job with that right hand. Moving out of the way or countering with that right. And then the kicks. Maia's fighting excellent so far.
Now Maia in on a takedown. Look at this. McGrillen down. Wesley Maia.
He's trying to push up the head of Maia and switch his hips, get back to his knees, but Maia is doing a good job of controlling his legs.
Strong work here from Wesley Maia. Teaches the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu kids classes at GB Top Team. Really good pressure here. You can see him controlling this back leg here, trying to keep McGrillen flat on his back. Did a good job here. Now we've got the shoulder pressure at the top. You can see him driving into the neck of Louis McGrillen, causing him a lot of pressure.
Good job by McGrillen to get his leg involved, trying to create space.
Hammer fist from the top. Wesley Maia frustrating McGrillen's efforts to get up, even as McGrillen grabs this underhook.
Good job by McGrillen here. Got his leg behind him. Good knee by Maia, though.
And then right down into another takedown attempt. Got the hands locked, hips out, down again.
We talked about it.
the toughest test of McGrillen's career so far, and Maia's proven that. He's got the underhook again. And he's either staying close and putting his forehead on the neck of McGrillen or framing and throwing strikes. Nice job by McGrillen. Spin out of that position, but he's got his hands locked again. Back to the takedown. Beautiful.
Good slam there from Wesley Maia. And that can be so frustrating for McGrillen, who's now worked his way to the feet twice, only to be returned to the mat immediately.
Yeah, he spent a lot of energy to get back to his feet, and he got back to it, as you said, Sean, but right back to his back.
Could potentially take the back here. McGrillen's got to be defending his neck. This is great work by Wesley Maia. 10
Body
seconds
lock.
though.
Triangle on the body here. Knowing the time is short, Wesley Maia just going to try and finish on top here.
Go back.
Lewis McGrillen, Wesley Maia, round 2.
McGrillen pressing forward, straight away.
Maia tries a jumping knee and then right in to another takedown. Oh, landed awkwardly on the right leg. McGrillen's leg got caught up underneath him. Maia bullying his way into this takedown and now on the back.
A lot of adversity to deal with for McGrillen. Really the first time in his career that he has to deal with something like this. Body triangle.
And so much time for Wesley Maia, more than 4 minutes to work on the back of Lewis McGrillen.
It's difficult for Maia to do work with the body triangle because of the fence in his back, but it's also difficult for McGrillen to get out of this position. Now he's trying to lock up a reverse triangle, I think.
This could potentially allow McGrillen, if he scoots out of the back here and throws his opponent forward, that's what he's got to look for, to try and toss him off into the center of the cage so he can start to wrestle free here. Wesley Maia is going to be working on that neck and on that arm. He can't allow that triangle to get cinched up, and you can see Maia working on it with his hand here. McGrillen trying to unpick it, and he does.
Nice work by Lewis McGrillen coming out the back door. He's got to get out of this clinch position. That has been all Wesley Maia in this fight.
McGrillen is trying to create distance to get free from this position, back to the striking distance. But great job by Maia, who's been pretty much perfect this entire fight.
I mean, and look at the strength on Wesley Maia. Even when his body's out of position, he can just push his way through and get into the positions he wants to be.
McGrillen's doing a good job here to control the wrist of Maia so he can lock his hands again. And now he's free, back to striking distance.
That kick attempt off balance Maia and knocked McGrillen back as well.
McGrillen's confidence is coming up, but he's got to set this left hand up. I like him working to the body. It brings the hands down of his opponent. Solid inside low kick there from Maia.
And Maia is doing a great job getting out of the way of that left hand, so you can connect to the head, then you go to the body. McGrillen does a great job, but beautiful single attempt here from Maia, but great defense by McGrillen. There's the left hand.
Now McGrillen mixing up the attacks a little bit. He's going to need to do that because Maia has. 2 minutes remain in this second round.
McGrillen does such a good job of just changing the range a little bit, bouncing in and out. His opponent never knows when he's coming with the attack or whether he's just moving into range. That was a good knee from Maia.
Who's now down on a single again.
Good defense by McGrillen, but Maia keeps going for the takedown. Beautiful work.
He took the space away. McGrillen was backing out and ran into the cage.
McGrillen's controlling the wrist. Could potentially set up a choke here, but not sure if he wants to go for that against Maia.
The key here is this arm of McGrillen. You can see it underneath the body of Wesley Maia. That's what's keeping the space between the two. Wesley Maia's hooked around this back leg, but in the center here you can see this tightness on this wrist. That's what's slowing his takedown down. Beautiful takedown, rips him off the fence.
Good job by McGrillen, immediately building a base back, getting to his feet. Can he get out? He does for now. Under 1 minute.
Wesley Maia is looking absolutely incredible today, but McGrillen's only one left hand away from finishing this fight, as he's always.
Now, I will say that it looks like Wesley Maia's condition is fading a little bit here. He's worked hard and he's had good rounds, but McGrillen can see his fading and he's going to start to stalk him with that left hand.
Hands down here for Wesley Maia, gonna have to be careful. Hands down means he can reach down and grab those single legs though.
Yeah, good job on making McGrillen miss and then back to the takedown.
Ooh, nicely left hand there. Right hand back from Maia.
Oh, now he's coming on.
Maia, 3 punches back. McGrillen points to the canvas and says, let's go, but neither man wants to swing.
Maia taking a page out of the book of McGrillen.
Keep an eye on the gas tanks here. 3rd and final round. Louis McGrillen takes center of the smart cage.
Trying to press forward and get Maia with his back against the fence so he can move out of the way of that left hand.
Oh.
There's the left hand.
Snapped the head of Wesley Maia.
He's going to go to the body again with that left hand, try and bring the hands down of Wesley Maia. There it is again.
And you see, he threw the first one straight, then he threw the next one kind of around the corner, and the third goes straight. Always mixing it up. Wesley Maia, though, knows where he's at in this fight. 2 strong rounds, kicking away at the body and legs of Louis McGrillen.
There's another left. Does Maia have the energy from rounds 1 and 2 still? That's the question.
Maia's definitely fading here, but he's doing enough to keep McGrillen guessing. McGrillen can't just tee off as he likes. Finding a home for that left hand to the body again.
Maia trying to kick that lead leg out. Sap some of the power from the left hand of Louis McGrillen.
It's good defense on those left hands from Maia, though. Staying calm.
Well, the experience of both Maia and his corner showing here. He knows that Louis McGrillen's best chance to win this fight is a big shot with the left hand. So he's trying to avoid that damage.
He's doing a great job keeping that right hand to his chin.
It's a much stronger round for McGrillen, holding the center. Beautiful defense there, slips the left. Level change.
Won't be denied. Keeps working for the takedown. McGrillen controls the wrist so that Maia cannot lock his hands and finish the takedown.
And you can see Louis McGrillen, who's come up from flyweight as he's gotten a little bit older. And Maia, he's always been a bantamweight. Maia looks like the bigger fighter right now.
Yeah, he does, absolutely. He looked like he had a harder cut yesterday, though, which is why I feel like he might be fading in this 3rd round. Good takedown defense here from McGrillen. This is going to be exhausting for Wesley Maia.
He's got his hands locked again. He's going to try and get McGrillen away from the cage again.
This overhook here from McGrillen is saving him from this takedown. You can see he's got it dug in the back here. That is holding Wesley Maia up. Really good work, clever work. Now he's got his head position and he's going to try and circle off the fence and get some space.
McGrillen now taking the center again with 2 minutes left to work.
Side kick from McGrillen. Missed with the left.
Nice head movement there from a very tired Wesley Maia. Relentless. Another big body kick.
Good right hand there from Maia.
We saw him early in the fight. He was able to time that right hand very successfully.
He's flat on his feet in this 3rd round, though. The 1st and the 2nd round, he moved out of the way, but he doesn't have the energy to do that again this round.
Ties up McGrillen.
McGrillen trying to clear this single leg attempt. Maia's got a good clamp on it. Minute to go here.
Good defense from McGrillen, but he needs a finish in this third round. He's got 55 seconds left to find that finish, in my opinion.
These are good shots from McGrillen, even though they're short shots. Almost got his fingertips together. There he
lost his hands. He's going to drag him away from the fence again.
This might be the last big effort from Wesley Maia. If he's able to score this takedown, that might be at least safe enough to get the last 30 seconds without catching a left hand to the chin. Great takedown defense from McGrillen here. Hand fighting, great footwork.
But Maia stays heavy, not allowing McGrillen to go on the offensive. Final 10 seconds. Maia with the closed guard, protecting himself. Tosses his mouthpiece out and away. Final bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 29-28 for your winner via unanimous decision, Wesley Maia.
Little preemptive arm stretch there for 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣. The skyscraper, he's not having any of it right now. These two have been jawing back and forth at one another on social, in the hotel, everywhere.
I love it, absolutely love it. Look at them, and they look in peak condition, the pair of them as well. Looking forward to a barn burner tomorrow night.
Lewis, the intensity here, I think, says it all. Like a lot of back and forth between you guys. He called you a guy with just the left hand.
That's typical, innit? You know what it is, right? What I've learned the last few weeks with him, he don't have his own vocabulary. Like, he's clearly an NPC. Like, you know what I mean? 80% of people don't have an inner conscious, and I can just tell he don't have one. But one thing was for certain, I'm going to put him unconscious.
Thank you. Looking forward to it tomorrow. You hear what he said? What's going to happen tomorrow?
Yeah, he's going to try and knock me out with that left hand, and when he realizes that left hand won't work, I'm going to clip him as he's trying to ping me with that left hand. I'm going to show the full mixed martial arts ability in there tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is a special Bantamweight showcase bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135.2 pounds and has amassed a record of 6 victories and 2 defeats. All 6 wins coming by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Kildare Island, Matisse Saharo! And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135.4 pounds and holds a record of 8 victories and just a single defeat. All 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Manchester, England, the McGrillen, Lewis McGrillen.
Referee in charge, stand by the head.
Judge, timekeeper. Stand back, back. Round number 1, ready.
Matisse Saharo is in the white. Don't blink. McGrillen is in the black.
Zaharov keeping that lead hand nice and high. He's surely expecting that left hand several times in this fight.
They're both in the southpaw stance. Not always the look you get when you are a southpaw.
McGrillen bouncing on his feet, trying to set up that left.
Spinning kick misses there from McGrillen.
And this is Matisse's defensive open. If he can draw McGrillen in here, try and get him to overcommit, he might be able to counter him. Nice lead high kick there from McGrillen. I like that addition to his game.
That's another fun storyline in this fight. Manchester top team versus SBG.
Nice calf kick there from Zaharovs.
Yeah, good pressure here from McGrillen, though.
When McGrillen has this stance, he's prone to that calf kick. Could be a really good weapon for Zaharovs in this fight.
Zaharovs tests that high kick. He's done it a couple of times. So far, not able to dial it in just yet. Nice work by McGrillen to avoid the second calf kick.
McGrillen doing a good job of measuring range here. Mattis is starting to throw some things back here, though, threatened with the knee. Oh,
can't land it there. Now a level change and a takedown. Can Zaharovs keep McGrillen on the ground? The answer for now is no. Good clinch here and a couple of knees.
Nice scramble there. Good work by McGrillen, clearly showing his improved scrambling ability. Takedown defense. Straight in with the wisdom, back to his feet. Good cover on that high kick.
There he lands with the left. I like the patience from McGrillen.
This was going to be the biggest challenge, I think, for McGrillen in this fight, was to stay patient, find his opportunities. Nice level change again from Zaharov, but look at that takedown defense from McGrillen. Improvements again. Got to watch that knee. Nice work by Zaharovs here. Keeping McGrillen guessing. There's the knee again.
Good duck under there from McGrillen.
McGrillen's got to find another strategy when he's trying to back out of that clinch. Can't extend himself and eat those knees. 2 minutes left in round number one.
Oh, McGrillen's lining him up for that left. Nice kick. Got to be careful dipping his head. Zaharovs is reading it. Good footwork here by Zaharovs. He's just not holding still, not allowing McGrillen to set him for that left hand. Anytime he stands still, he's going to be in danger. But if he keeps moving, he's going to make it difficult for McGrillen to line him up, and he can keep picking at him on the way. Oh. That lead high kick is very good, a very good technique to close the door on his opponent, moving away to the close side. You can see Zaharov is moving along the fence towards Zaharov's left. Level change again. Good defense by McGrillen, good head position.
It's good 1-2 there from Zaharovs. Beautiful work there.
Finishing that combination straight through. Now 1 minute remaining in this first frame.
Really trying to set him up with that head kick. Planting his feet right after, trying to land that big left. There's the power.
Sneaking around the guard somewhat. And again, there's a perfect illustration of what Dan Hardy's talking about, interrupting that motion left with the kick. What an exchange of footballs there. What a clash.
McGrillen looking far more composed than he has in previous fights. When you've got that touch of death in your left hand, the tendency is to throw it too much. And this is something that Zaharov's talked about in the face-off and all the way through this week. You're just a left hand, you're just a left hand. It was almost on McGrillen to show him other things. But the left hand is such a tempting weapon given the fact that he's so effective with it. Nice calf kick again by Zaharov.
Here we are in round number two. Clash there early in this round in an already furious pace. We'll check in with Big John McCarthy on how he scored round number one. Big John, what do you have?
Big difference you see is he's the one controlling the engagement. You see McGrillen is chasing him instead of cutting off. He keeps on following him around the cage. He needs to cut off that movement, let him move into his power and then attack.
Always great to hear from Big John. Finally, the McGrillen left hand landed partially on Mattis Zaharovs.
a good left hand from Zaharovs there.
Heavy kicking game here from Zaharovs, we can see on the stats. McGrillen really throwing a lot of arm strikes, but having just as much success as Zaharovs, but the leg strike, 17-2. Something McGrillen could potentially invest in to start moving the fight in his direction. He's so focused on the left hand. Nice shot to the body there, though. Maybe that opens up the head shot.
Nice duck on a good combination from McGrillen, but good head movement by Zaharovs.
And that's what Zaharovs said in a lot of that trash talking. You're not going to be able to hit me. I'll be in and out. I'll be gone when that left hand goes whizzing by. And that has been mostly the story of that particular attack from McGrillen. Zaharovs incredibly elusive here through the first 7 minutes of this fight.
There's a good knee again from Zaharovs. Oh, cracking right hand, caught him in the eye. Zaharovs hurt by that left hook.
Chasing the takedown. Front headlock. Cut him open.
Yeah, that's a good cut above the eye of Zaharovs.
Shows just how game Zaharovs is, though, because instead of reacting to it, it triggered an attack. Now getting it dialed in. Left hand to the body from McGrillen.
The question as well is, can Zaharovs keep up this movement for another, what, half a fight? We've got half a round here, we've got a third round to go. He's moving a lot. If he at any point starts to slow down with this footwork, it's going to be much easier for McGrillen to start landing that left. And now McGrillen's got the confidence because he's landed and hurt him. Trying to get McGrillen to double jab to force Zaharov towards the left hand.
Good combination again there from Matisse. Good left hand landed again.
Zaharovs is fighting a really good fight.
Looks to me like McGrillen's got a small cut above his eye as well.
Yeah, left eye for McGrillen, right eye for Zaharovs.
Man, McGrillen's a marauder. He just takes a shot, keeps moving forward.
It's a good jab there.
Good work just out of range there for McGrillen.
Zaharovs got to be really careful to not overextend on those combinations. Catch himself off balance.
McGrillen takes it back.
Good duck under there from McGrillen.
Minute to go, McGrillen's got the body lock, and now he climbs up.
Clever use of the barrier there to elevate himself.
Oh, this is interesting. We've got a body triangle, we've got double underhooks. This is a strong position for McGrillen, who's now trying to chase the neck of Zaharovs. That left hand is just as dangerous on the floor as Zaharovs is mounted. Good wrist control here by McGrillen, flattens his opponent out.
And goes to work with that left hand. 30 seconds in this round.
Still time to work.
Nasty mount here for Lewis McGrillen. Zaharovs trying to work his way out of it. McGrillen on top heavy.
Good job by Zaharovs to get back to his knee.
Seen some real growth in McGrillen's game so far this fight.
Get your toes out of the cage. Get your toes out of the cage.
So he took the back earlier. He used his toes.
Hands out of the cage, Lewis.
Oh, good punch to the body. 2 in the books, round 3 ahead here in Newcastle. Lewis McGrillen, black trunks. Matisse Zaharovs in the white. You take a look at the stats there. McGrillen with some scoring in round number 2. Big John McCarthy, how'd you score the second frame?
Yeah, you said it exactly right, Sean. McGrillen did some great work when he jumped up, got that body triangle, and he used strikes to do damage. I thought it was a great round for him. I have an even fight going into this last round.
Potentially a round apiece. Could this be the decider? Right now, McGrillen the aggressor in round number 3. Zaharovs trying to chop at that low leg again.
But you've noticed now that McGrillen's seeing the kick coming and he's lifted his leg up so the calf kick rides underneath. Yes, it's making contact, but the leg's not planted with the floor, which means that the calf is not eating the brunt of the force of the kick. And this is a better direction for McGrillen. If he can use that jab to force Matis towards the left hand, it's going to be easier to land. There it is again.
Matis 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣 has had some success with that 1-2, but now McGrillen, looking perhaps a little bit fresher, is making him overextend. The timing on that single, can he finish it? Great job by 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣. Good defense here. McGrillen not conceding.
McGrillen really showing some improvement with his wrestling and his grappling.
McGrillen looks like the fresher fighter. It's a testament to the knowledge that he knew he was missing in his last fight. Willing to go back, work on the things that cost him the decision loss last time out in December. Lewis McGrillen clearly working on the grappling, working on the gas tank. Both of those proved to be his downfall in his last fight.
McGrillen pushing forward here.
There's Clarissa Shields watching on.
He may be winning this on the scorecards purely by his forward pressure. Oh, and again with the left hand.
𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣's really starting to struggle to keep this pace up, this movement. Oh, beautiful combination by McGrillen there.
I think Lewis McGrillen here. I think Lewis McGrillen has recruited a new fan in Clarissa Shields. She is fully invested in this fight.
Back to the body goes Lewis McGrillen. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣's trying to find some offense here in the third round.
Still
McGrillen's in his rhythm though.
Just a little more labored though this time around, Matis. There's the left hand again. I think McGrillen's feeling like he might find his opportunity momentarily. 2 minutes to go.
Jab to the body.
We saw this earlier. Chanel Dyer's opponent kept circling the same direction around the smart cage barrier. Ate a head kick for the effort. See if McGrillen tries to dial in a strike. There it is.
Ooh. Almost did the same thing there.
Oh, big knee! McGrillen eats it like a sandwich.
Jeez.
Takes the back again. See if he does the same thing with the fence.
You see Tom Aspinall through the fence.
Yeah, Tom Aspinall sitting cage side, taking it all in.
Gives us a wave.
Hi,
nice
Tom.
to have you here, Tom. This is great pressure from McGrillen here. Good body lock. Does he jump up onto the back again is the question here.
Get your fingers out of guards.
Does he attempt that rear naked choke? Seeing much more of a well-rounded game from McGrillen this time around, and he was going to need it against 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗏, who's a very slick operator. But McGrillen has shown a very well-rounded skill set, maturity in his game this time around. And Matis turns, but he looks tired, and McGrillen smiles at him.
And he continues to unleash that left hand, still hunting for the knockout, but no longer dependent on the knockout and on that left hand because of what you mentioned, Dan. Much more well-rounded, growth in the game. And as cliche as it is, you often find out so much about fighters in a loss and after a loss. I think
and a level change, and he gets the takedown.
Beautiful job by McGrillen.
Really answering the call here.
Wow. He's saying who can't grapple. Beautiful work here, and he's double underhooks as well, which makes it nice. Great performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 29-28. For your winner, via unanimous decision, the McGrillen, Lewis McGrillen.
Back in the win column, Lewis McGrillen. Hard-fought decision victory over Matis 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗏𝗏.
Big expectations on us tomorrow, lad. We need to deliver a big fight. The fans are expecting it, so let's turn up, yeah?
Face forward, fellas. Love it. Great fight.
Lewis McGrillen and Dean Garnett to decide who faces Alexander Louster in Lyon, France. 3 5-minute rounds at 135 pounds.
The following fight is our second semi-final in the Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 136 pounds and holds a pro MMA record of 12 wins, 2 losses, and a single draw. Fighting out of Liverpool, England, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He went in officially at 135.6 pounds, and his record stands at 9 victories and 1 defeat. 8 big wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Manchester, England, Lewis the McGrillen. Referee in charge, Paul Crosby.
Come on, Sean O'Connell. Buzzing for this one.
Cannot wait to see how this plays out. Lewis McGrillen is in the black. Dean Garnett is in the blue. Southpaw stance for the McGrizzler as usual.
Like that
Low
busy
kick
lead
early.
hand from McGrillen. There's going to be a battle, Southpaw v Orthodox. Dean Garnett investing in those calf kicks early, but they're difficult to get when it's open stances. I think Dean Garnett's looking with that straight left to counter that left hand. I think he expects he can get to the chin quicker than Lewis. Man, there's tension in this room. Oh.
Inside leg kick tosses the feet out from under Lewis McGrillen.
Good defense there by McGrillen. Garnett's twitchy and wide-eyed. He can clearly know the danger that he's up against here with McGrillen. Full focus on that left hand. Stay away from it at all costs.
Well,
Seems
as
to
he
be the vibe.
focuses on that hand, he's chopping away at the lead leg. McGrillen tries to dial the left hand into the body. Alexander Louster looking on. He made quick work of his semifinal not so long ago here in Glasgow.
I think McGrillen's building in confidence here. I think he was expecting Garnett to try and bully him a little bit more, but given the fact that Garnett has allowed Lewis to hold the center, kind of playing into Lewis's hands a little bit. Unless Dean's expecting a real fast level change and he's going to need the whole...
Oh, the left hand snuck through. Garnett is down, but he is not out.
Nice sweep there from Dean Garnett.
Dean Garnett rolls through, now hanging. Oh, off of 1 foot. Garnett in trouble again on the short left hand.
Garnett's hurt here, he's trying to recover.
He's barely awake. McGrillen pounding away. Hammer fist just misses.
Man, McGrillen's grappling looks good.
Dean Garnett wide-eyed again. Is he all the way back? There's another inside leg kick. Tentative this time.
McGrillen's got to be smart how he throws that next left hand because Garnett's going to be ready to counter it.
We've seen that left hand, Dan, come from so many different angles.
The one he threw against 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 was beautiful.
Oh, and this time Garnett's left hand lands.
Garnett's clinging on.
McGrillen trying to back out. Garnett pressing him against the cage now. McGrillen reverses that position.
Garnett got to got damage to his eye there. I'm not sure what caused it. Maybe they can isolate it in the truck. It seems to be bothering him.
He's grimacing in a lot of pain, it would seem. Maybe an orbital situation for Garnett. Oh, another one! A left hand from McGrillen, pounding away.
Man.
And where's the cut from?
That's in McGrillen's eyebrow by the look of it. Garnett's got to be wondering how he keeps up with this guy. McGrillen is lively tonight. He's going to break and strike in a moment. Garnett's being distracted by that eye. He's got to get his game face back on. Little shoulder pump.
Now Lewis McGrillen pawing at the blood. Inside of 1 minute here in the first round. Left hand to the body.
Oh! Guillotine!
And a guillotine! Garnett steps over into the mount. McGrillen flailing away with the legs to try and break the grip.
Out? He's got his arm inside here. He might be able to force some space. Man, he's so close to getting out. Garnett is hanging on to this guillotine.
And the head crowns out.
Wow!
How many momentum swings in the first round? Here's another grip on that guillotine. That eye is still a problem for Dean Garnett, even as he attacks this submission.
Sits back for the guillotine again, but McGrillen turns out.
Oh,
he's
clinch knee. We didn't even get to all of the highlights from that round. A very near finish on the guillotine squeeze from Dean Garnett, who's in the blue. Lewis McGrillen is in the black. And the crowd here at the Ovo Hydro in Glasgow. Oh, a treat! Another left hand landed for McGrillen. Oh, and another!
What?
Dean Garnett surviving and wrestling. McGrillen reaching for that switch.
Garnett is on that single leg. He's got to build up to his legs, though. Legs are still gone.
The stoppage, but for what?
That looked like a knee, but I don't know whether Dean Garnett was down or not. We need to see that replay to see if it was a legal shot or not. I don't know whether Dean was down when it landed. Here we go, let's have a look. Dean's up on his feet. Oh man, that was right on the border. I don't know, I'm not sure.
Are both feet the only things planted? The shin is down. I don't know if the seat is all the way, but it's clearly thrown as he's falling.
As he's falling. It wasn't thrown as an illegal knee.
That knee was thrown on a falling opponent, not a fallen opponent. As we take another look from the side angle, you should be able to see if the seat is actually down.
Oh man, I don't know.
I mean, you can see when the knee leaves, when it begins the trajectory, that Dean Garnett is still falling backward.
The thing, Dean's clearly conscious as he lands. It looks to me like the knee's thrown there, it lands, and then Dean hits the floor as it's landing. So difficult to tell that one.
These things happen in real time in a split second. Replay is a tool, but even that is imperfect. Excellent work by the referee to make sure that this is taken care of correctly. And of course, it also can become a question, Dan. Dean Garnett, can he continue? Dean Garnett, does he want to continue? Is he aware of the situation and the possibility of him calling this fight as a no contest on an illegal blow?
Because he can't see out of his eyes still. He's still complaining about that, but that's not the foul from this moment. We don't know whether that was an eye poke or not.
So he is impaired. He wants to carry on.
Is he okay to carry on? Your medical opinion.
Referee asking the doctor, is he okay to carry on in your medical opinion?
It's whether the doctor thinks you're able. Step back from me. Step back from me.
McGrillen wants to get started. I think the thing is, Dean's been dropped so many times already.
You have to.
He's good to go.
Dean. Away from the corner.
Point deduction for McGrillen, I think.
Legal strike, 1 point. Illegal strike, 1 point.
Interesting.
Illegal strike.
So deemed to be an illegal strike, a point deducted, but the doctor says, and Dean Garnett says, okay to continue. Back to the action.
You've got to wonder whether that point deduction is going to come into play in a fight like this, though. Oh, that was a good kick from Garnett. McGrillen looking lively again.
You have to applaud Garnett here. He could have found an easy way out, refused to do so, and he continues to attack that lead leg even as his eye is compromised from whatever happened to it in the first round.
Oh, McGrillen goes down!
Garnett tried to hunt for that guillotine briefly. Oh, left-hand counter on the exit from Lewis McGrillen, who now wrestles to the top.
You can see that leg lock attempt here from Dean Garnett. He's inverting for a heel. McGrillen's got to be careful here.
Oh,
that
this is nasty work.
That looks dangerous.
Pops the heel out. Lewis McGrillen was in danger there momentarily. And I wonder if that crank's going to make him feel it tomorrow.
Kimura attempt from McGrillen here. Tries to get his leg out. Back to the feet.
Swinging away with the left hand again. Oh! Garnett hurt one more time. But right back to his feet. The resiliency of Dean Garnett in this fight to not only take this damage, but continue to threaten.
Man, McGrillen throws that left hand like it's the final shot of the day every single time.
As he takes a few deep breaths, he's going to have to be sure that he can keep that power, because Dean Garnett is not going away as we've reached the halfway point of this fight.
We've got half a round to go here. About 65 knockdowns.
More work on the lead leg by Garnett. And he just barely avoided getting smashed again with that left hand.
Oh, and again, Garnett catches him with that check hook. You can see that veteran savvy in Dean Garnett. The hours and hours that he spent coaching, that coach's mindset has raised his fight IQ. It's keeping him in this fight right now against a very tough, dangerous fighter like Lewis McGrillen. But that left hand keeps finding a home. Garnett's got to get himself off the fence here.
McGrillen tries to throw that right arm up as a shell. Garnett just underneath, another looping left hand. Now to the body from the left.
I love the variety in that left hand from McGrillen. We remember what he did to 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Rise through the guard, caught him with a hooking uppercut.
Again, the lead hook from Garnett.
Yeah, he's having some success with that left hook. Catching McGrillen as he's dropping his lead hand to throw the left. 40 seconds.
Jab this time from Garnett. Now trying to lead the dance a little bit. Some feints and movement from the savvy veteran. Blood trickling from the eye of Lewis McGrillen. Another exchange of lefts. Another time Garnett goes off balance.
Man, Garnett must wonder what Lewis McGrillen's got in his gloves. The power that he's got is unnatural.
10 seconds left here in round 2. McGrillen swings and misses with the left hand. Dean Garnett imploring the fans here at Ovo Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland. One last round. Winner moves on to a Bantamweight PFL Europe Championship Belt in Lyon, France. And again, Lewis McGrillen attacking with his left. Swinging away both of these fighters. Impact for both. Beautiful. Good right hand behind the jab from Garnett.
I mean, this is McGrillen's kind of fight. He is a front foot brawler with big power in his hands. We see his fight IQ improving constantly, but in the pocket trading power punches is where McGrillen wants to be.
If I'm Alexander Luster and I'm watching this fight, I'm game planning for anything but a stand-up battle between whoever wins.
You can see Lewis keep feinting for that body shot. I think he's going to sink that left into the body again.
Now Lewis McGrillen, chest to chest, pressing Dean Garnett into the barrier.
To see a break and strike from one of these guys. I think Dean Garnett really needs to start taking over in this round. Even with the point deduction, you don't know how these rounds have been scored. 10-8s, 10-7s. I mean, who knows? Both of these guys have been down a couple of times at least. Dean Garnett clearly dropped a few times.
Oh!
There it is again!
Left hand and it's over!
Wow!
Lewis McGrillen, another knockout!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Paul Crossley calls a halt to that simply incredible fight at 1 minute and 45 seconds of round number 3. Declaring your winner via knockout and clinching his place in the championship, the McGrizzler, Lewis McGrillen!
Lewis McGrillen looking relieved as much as elated after that absolute war.
Ladies and gentlemen, please just make some noise for both of these warriors. Dean Garnett, Lewis McGrillen, what a fight. You won't see live fights like this many places. That was absolutely insane. Lewis, you took this fight on short notice. You stepped in as the alternate to fight any of these guys, and you came out with the victory. You're in a $100,000 fight next.
Well, I knew Dean Garnett will be the hardest fight. I've known him since I was a kid. And you know what, man? I got it cracking with him anyway. He's an hard cunt, but I knew what I'm on at the end of the day. I don't want to say no disrespect to him. Big up Liverpool, big up Dean Garnett. He was like, I want the next generation coming up, and I used to train with him back in the day when I was a kid, and he used to always show me bits, and now it's my time to shine the fucking torch.
Let's turn around. Let's have a look at these screens so you can see this. I mean, we're spoiled for highlights in this one.
Oh, let's have a look at this. Bam! Yo, you know what, mate? He took a few licks though, didn't he? But I knew all we need to do is just turn my hip a little bit more and it'd be done. But there's only so many shots you can take. But they say Scousers don't get knocked out. But no offence, Liverpool, but yeah, I proved that wrong. But how many licks did it take to knock him out? I think I dropped him about 8 times or something, man, and he dropped me. But we got it cracking.
Come on, Grizzly!
And now we've got your next opponent here. You ready for a face-off? $100,000 on the line. Lewis McGrillen, Alexander Luster, England v Germany. Submission specialist versus knockout specialist.
26 versus 23.
Make your sausage. You're gonna get banged out, mate. 2 World Wars now, 3's coming. He's getting ended. Yeah, referee.
I thought Dean knocked some sense into you, but you seem to still be as stupid as you were before the fight.
Yeah, don't give a shit about you. I'm gonna knock you out, you sausage.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a fight that's going to be for the Bantamweight title. Alexander Lustre of Germany versus Lewis McGrillen of England. $100,000 on the line. A PFL Europe title. A PFL Europe title. How are you feeling, Alex?
I'm feeling great. I'm gonna put his lights out real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, Leon, December 14th. What a fight that's gonna be!
I don't put on for a show. When I say I want to kill you, mate, I want to kill you. It's okay. I want to kill you, mate. Can't walk around acting all smug where I'm from, bro. Trust me. Don't worry where I'm from. I'm from fucking Manchester, mate. Trust me. Watch.
Face forward. Face forward, face forward. Good stuff, boys. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's go. Let's go. Good stuff, guys. Thank you. Face forward. Face forward. Face forward. Face forward. Good stuff, fellas. Good stuff, guys. Thank you. Let's go. Save it for tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow.
That's when you get the name. Lustre and McGrillen.
We go tomorrow. We go tomorrow.
And the tape for this 135-pound championship brought to you by Takedown. Lewis McGrillen, 24 years of age. Alexander Lustre, 26. Lustre, the taller fighter, standing 5 feet 8 inches. Both men with that 68-inch measurement on the reach. Lustre has the very slightly longer legs, but both men weighed in just below the bantamweight limit.
All right, keys to victory for the final championship for Lewis McGrillen. Pressure from the start. That's not going to be difficult for him. He's got to hold the center. He doesn't want to get tangled up against the fence, and then variety with the left-hand strikes. We've seen that, and it can be very, very useful for him. For Lustre, draw and counter. Try and get those left hands thrown and missed so he can catch him with counters. Single leg takedowns. This is southpaw v orthodox, and then neck submissions. Put that strangle on McGrillen, and he won't be able to think about giving up because you can take the air away from him. This kid's not going to tap to an armbar, I can guarantee it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds and is for the PFL Europe Bantamweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 134.9 pounds and owns a record of 9 wins and just a single loss. All 9 victories coming by way of stoppage. He fights out of Bonn, Germany, Alexander 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'𝗏. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 134.9 pounds, and his record stands at 10 victories and 1 defeat. 9 big wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Manchester, England. This is the McGrillen, Lewis McGrillen.
I think McGrillen's liking the fact that he's got the crowd on his side here.
Your referee in charge, Rich Mitchell.
Gentlemen, you're going to protect yourselves at all times. You're going to obey my instructions at all times. You keep fighting till I tell you to stop. Touch gloves if you want. Step back.
First significant strike at the glove touch.
I just got to love the intensity from both of these guys. And, you know, McGrillen shows it. Luster's feeling it, but he's not showing it quite as much. That doesn't mean to say that he's not, his heart's not pounding through his chest right now. I know mine is.
This was interesting at the weigh-ins yesterday because they did not want to be the first to break eye contact. Both fighters just staring.
Body kick there from Luster. I think he's going to try and tempt McGrillen to throw and then disappear underneath and get this fight to the floor. And that single leg is much more available for a southpaw v orthodox kind of fight.
Luster tests out that rear leg again. McGrillen with an entry step. Slaps a right hook off the side of the guard.
Yeah, touches to the body with the left hand. Oh!
Luster's going to have to be careful about that kick, opening up that channel for the straight left of Lewis McGrillen to come right down the middle.
Yeah, he's going to have to set it up with his hands if he's going to be throwing those kicks. He doesn't want to throw them cold because McGrillen will definitely try and counter with the left hand, especially, again, southpaw v orthodox. You can see Luster drifting towards the closed side, towards the outside of the lead hand of McGrillen, moving away from the left hand.
That left hand came on an angle that time, again around the guard. That body kick digging into the midsection from Luster.
Doing a good job so far, Luster, of keeping that right hand pinned tight to... Oh!
3 times now, McGrillen has found at least partial contact with the left hand. This time he attacks the body.
There's the level change onto the single. Luster's got a good wrap, and he drops him for an ankle lock. McGrillen's drove himself through to half guard, though. He was very, very aware of what was happening there. Smart work by McGrillen so far.
Back to the feet and immediately chases. Oh! Huge left hand from McGrillen with the knockdown.
Keep your fingers away.
That was a clean punch. It's incredible that Luster's still awake and still working here.
I think McGrillen is working to get himself up and to the feet.
Out of the cage.
Luster just trying to lock this down. Feet inside the links of the cage. Referee keeps pulling him out.
And here comes that rubber guard. You can see McGrillen's driving in, but the foot on the hip is keeping some space, giving Luster some space here to start working something with his guard. But you've got to wonder also how clear his head is in this moment. Trying for that mission control. McGrillen's too far forward in his guard, though, and his neck is in too awkward of an angle on the fence.
Back to the feet. Lewis McGrillen beckons Luster forward. Body kick attempt again there from Luster. And now McGrillen is feeling it.
Nice head kick there from Luster. Man, that left hand is ridiculous, the power that he's got in it.
Well, and he brings it from so many different angles. Especially this fight, he's been showing it to the body. He did land a right hook.
You remember the upper hook that he landed against 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 in Berlin? That was a beautiful punch. Snuck it up through the guard, and now McGrillen goes to the head with the kick. Luster with a lot of blood from the nose. He knew full well that he was going to have to work hard for this victory.
Nice work by McGrillen to avoid the takedown attempt and immediately attack. Good right hand from Luster.
Yeah, Luster's got sharp striking, there's no doubt about it. Because the problem is every time he opens up, he's in danger of getting caught with a counter.
The breathing has been affected by the damage to the nose. Another takedown attempt here. Scooped up the single leg.
Nice knee to the head from the single leg position. And again with the knee. I like the creativity there. McGrillen landing some shots. Mouth guards come out from Luster, I think. You're going to want that back in.
Left hand again from McGrillen after he works his back off the cage. Rich Mitchell steps in to replace that gum shield. Another body kick from Luster, his favorite weapon in the striking so far.
He's got to be careful again, throwing it from cold, though, and he's got to get off the fence here because he's a sitting duck for McGrillen. He likes people... Oh, and again with the left hand.
That's what we're talking about, the different angles the left hand comes from. Now he goes straight to the body. Lewis McGrillen with 30 seconds. Alexander Luster surviving here in round 1, offers a head kick and an overhand right of his own.
Luster's coming back strong in this round. He's looking pretty good here. I like that head kick. I like the fact that he's following the kicks with that right hand as well.
Snap the head of Louis McGrillen back with the right there. Eats his own left.
Oh, 10 seconds.
Right hook, left, straight left again for McGrillen. Final few seconds of round one. Lustre misses the high kick. Bantamweight PFL Europe title on the line. Louis McGrillen in the blue trunks. Alexander Lustre under the German flag in the black. Ready. And McGrillen charges forward to start round two. Oh, big left hand landed again. Lustre still on his feet.
I love that body kick that Lustre keeps thundering in. Oh, and again with the left hand, and he counters with the right. Is McGrillen cut? I think he is.
High kick attempt again.
In on the single.
This time a low single. Head inside, using that head as leverage. Nice sprawl and good work by Louis McGrillen. Clearly he knew what the game plan of Lustre was going to be. He's been working on it.
Good body kick again. And the other benefit in those body kicks is that if it's not hitting the body, it's hitting the left arm. And a tactic that Canelo uses in boxing is to beat up the limbs so you can't throw them as well. Could be oh, that was another good level change from Lustre. But McGrillen's takedown so far has been incredible.
Awesome timing on that, and McGrillen had to scramble hard to get back into an upright position here. I should say to a top position. Look at the blood affecting the breathing of Alexander Lustre.
Some swelling on both of these guys' faces. See, McGrillen's going to try and separate here. He's got the head position. Great turn by Lustre, and they're trading.
McGrillen moves out to his left and takes the center of the cage one more time.
Oh, good knee from Lustre. Caught McGrillen dipping his head. This is now becoming competitive.
Left hand again for Louis McGrillen. Ankle pick attempt here by Lustre. Can't get it.
Lustre's got to start getting tired from those failed takedown attempts, especially given the fact that he's being forced to breathe through his mouth because of the damage to his nose.
The corner of Louis McGrillen calling for him to get active, take advantage of the fatigue for Alexander Lustre. Good kick catch here from McGrillen.
Oh, an elbow from McGrillen. Lustre, you've got to respect the fact that he's hanging back ready to counter, when in most circumstances people just want to cover up and protect their head.
Louis, take your hand out of that cage. Fingers out of that
cage. We've had a round and a half of this so far. It's been wild.
I'm actually fascinated as to the reasoning for Louis McGrillen to go into this chest-to-chest position when he had Alexander Lustre backed up against the cage.
Fingers out of that cage, Louis. Don't make me tell you again.
He throws him right where he wants him for those big left hands.
And they separate. Oh, good body kick again from Lustre.
Both of these guys so excellent at immediately attacking on the separation stand.
Yeah, absolutely. They flow from one range to another, and Lustre tucking his head there beautifully to get out the way of that left.
Oh, McGrillen's with a big right hand. Little shoe shine there from McGrillen.
We've also got to mention the gas tank of McGrillen's incredible. I mean, he just never stops moving, does he? Oh, and an elbow from the left. Elbow return by Lustre. Followed with the head kick.
Oh, left hand again! Louis McGrillen drops Alexander Lustre, goes to his knees for the hammer fist, seeking to finish.
Can Lustre pull him back in? He's trying to recover guard, but head went back onto the canvas there.
Big elbows from McGrillen. Stop. That's enough!
What a fight!
Louis McGrillen is the PFL Europe Bantamweight champion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Rich Mitchell calls a halt to the action at 3 minutes and 52 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner via TKO and claiming the 2024 PFL Europe Bantamweight Championship, the McGrillen, Louis McGrillen.
for Lewis McGrillen. All in a day's work for the McGrillen and Dan Hardy is in the cage with our winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to make some noise for a fight like that. That was incredible. Now, just a minute ago, you said this isn't real. You've just made this real. 100 grand and a European Championship. How are you feeling right now?
Il y a une minute, tu disais que tout ceci n'est pas vrai, mais tu as transformé tout cela en réalité. La ceinture, $100 000. Comment tu te sens?
I just come in and rob the bank, mate. I come in like Anton Shakur, I come in for that dough. But you know what? I just don't know what to say. Like honestly, sometimes in my life I think, where's my life going and stuff like that. Like, I'm just grinding. Get my head down, just grind and grind and grind. I go through trials and tribulations every day, not just in the gym, in my life. And you know what? You have to kill me to what I want. I'm a dog, man. I'm a fighter by heart. I was born to fight. I'll do anything to get what I want.
Avec quelques propos, et j'ai l'impression d'avoir volé une banque en quelque sorte. Mais moi, dans ma vie, j'ai plein d'épreuves à traverser. J'ai plein de choses que j'ai pu surmonter. Mais il faut me tuer pour m'arrêter. Je fais ce que j'aime et j'ai envie d'aller au bout lorsque j'aime quelque chose. Et c'est ce que j'ai fait ici ce soir.
Now, you've given us 3 of the best fights that I have ever seen, my friend. Like, you're making a name for yourself, not only in this bantamweight division as a European champion, but as the man to watch. What's your message to all these other bantamweights in the world?
Dan nous dit, tu nous as donné 3 des plus beaux combats que j'ai eu le plaisir de voir et de commenter. Quel est le message que tu as aujourd'hui pour la PFL?
Man, I'm not asked about any of you. If you want to come and have it, you know where I am. Because I always say, if you're in front of me, let's get it cracking.
Je n'ai qu'un seul message à dire. Si tu as ce qu'il faut, eh bien on y va mon coco!
And it sounds to me like you've won over the Leon crowd. It sounds like they were backing you from the beginning, and even more fans of Le McGrillen now.
France, je m'appelle Lewis McGrillen. Merci!
How do you celebrate this, my friend? You've got Christmas ahead of you, you've got a bank account full of money and a beautiful gold belt. What comes next?
Comment tu vas célébrer tout ça? T'as Noël qui arrive, t'as un compte en banque qui est rempli de $100 000, t'as la ceinture. Qu'est-ce que tu vas faire pour célébrer ça?
Well, I'm not going to try and go too hard with me, though. I need to be smart, but everyone that's helped me out through camp and through the grind, man, it's all for you. Anyway, it's all for you. But they'll always say, fuck off, mate, it's your dough, you've earned it. But I wouldn't be where I am for them. I swear to God, I've known the Rowan for years, mate. He's been giving me the trench work since I met Carl Prince, like, helping me out loads, and all my family back at home in Wythenshawe, and who have come out to see me fight. I love you to bits. You mean everything to me, and I don't just do it for me. I don't really care about me. I do it for all yous. I'll be honest.
Voilà, avec un message évidemment très émouvant parce qu'il remercie tous ses soutiens, tous ceux qui l'ont aidé à atteindre le niveau qu'il a atteint ce soir. Il va faire attention à son argent, il ne va pas tout gaspiller, mais il dit en point final, en point d'orgue, que tout ceci, il ne le fait pas pour lui, mesdames et messieurs. Il le fait pour vous, vous qui aimez venir voir un combattant de ce calibre, de cet acabit. Et nous, ensemble, on va lui rendre une ovation absolument folle. Merci Lyon.
You've had a hell of an evening, my friend, and a hell of a fight, hell of a performance. I'm going to leave you now to enjoy that belt and that money, and we'll get some photographs with you and the other European champions. Congratulations, my friend. That was incredible.
Thank you so much again. France, merci. Thank you all. Wythenshawe, Manchester, England. I love you. Shout out to every pub in Wythenshawe that streamed it. I love you to bits. I'll be down there for the bevy soon as I'm back.
Brought to you by Road to Dubai. England versus Northern Ireland. McGrillen, 24. Alan Philpott, 32 years of age. Philpott is taller, but they turned in an equal reach measurement of 68 inches for this co-main.
All right, keys to victory for this co-main event. But Lewis McGrillen, he's got to be the bully. That's where he's at his best. Fury in the left hand is going to make it more difficult to predict. an anti-clinch that will work against Philpott's game. For Alan Philpott, he's got to control his emotions, which I say he's doing really well right now. Open with kicks, his long-range weapons, and then when he gets into the clinch, utilize his knees. They're very effective.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Bantamweight division and is our co-main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135.6 pounds. His 37-fight record stands at 21 wins and 16 losses. This man fights out of Belfast, Northern Ireland. Presenting Super Alan Philpott. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 136 pounds. His professional record stands at 11 victories and just a single defeat. He fights out of Manchester, England, and is the 2024 PFL Europe Bantamweight Champion. He is the McGrillen, Louis McGrillen. Referee in charge, Paul Costley.
Okay, boys, you've read the rules already. You know the rules. Listen to me at all times. Protect yourself at all times. You want to touch gloves, do it now. Let's go.
Fiery.
That's Alan Philpott in the black trunks. You saw Louis McGrillen in the lime-colored. It'll be Southpaw versus Orthodox unless we have any surprises.
Oh, straight out
from McGrillen.
And the mad movement's only accentuated by his haircut, isn't it?
Clay Guida going on here.
Yeah, he's being zippy right now. This is part of his game plan. Give Philpott a lot to think about. Keep changing those rhythms. But Philpott is going to have seen this before. He's fought a lot in Asia and Australia. A lot of different styles of fighters out there. Oh, that was a good body kick.
Dan, you highlighted the composure being so important for Philpott. So far, so good in the very early goings of this fight.
And Philpott's an excellent striker as well. You know, this is really where his confidence is. You know, when you're a striker, especially a good technician like Philpott, you really want someone that's going to kind of try and take your head off, because that's where your counters are set up. You can see how calm Philpott is here, backed up against the fence in a bad spot. He knows what's coming. Oh, here's a short right hand.
Tried to run McGrillen onto it. Left hook partially landed for Philpott as well.
Look at the redness on the front of the body of McGrillen. I mean, southpaw. Oh,
caught the kick there for Philpott. And the fans here in Belfast love it. Beautiful stiff right hand from the top as well. Scramble here from McGrillen, able to get himself back to his feet.
Look at that bruise on the ribs of McGrillen from that kick from Philpott. You can almost see his toes. He's like Vanderlei Silva Crow Cop. Oh, left hand whistles. Philpott eats one to the body. He's got to try not to get caught up against the fence so much, because McGrillen will start to vary that left hand like we saw against 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. He'll start to find new pockets to throw it into. Oh, looking for that counter right hook. It's almost like he's trying to counter the big power of McGrillen.
McGrillen trying to throw that sort of shovel left again. Ooh, under an elbow. Philpott ducked at just the right time. A lot of this hand motion for Louis McGrillen maybe designed to disguise the angle where the left hand was going to come from.
You can just see the experience that Philpott's got there. When he gets caught in those circumstances where he's being attacked, he's so good at just staying relaxed and doing the right things, making the right decisions defensively. There's another short right hand on the chin of McGrillen.
And McGrillen not really respecting these strikes from 𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗘𝗦, not yet. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 keeps landing though.
I love the way that McGrillen makes the cage look really small. How he spreads his arms and makes himself look bigger, traps his opponent up against the fence and toys with that lead hand. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 with some smart counter-striking here. Reaches for the body, he's got to be careful with that. McGrillen might counter. Beautiful hook to low kick. Slick striking right from 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏.
He's doing a good job with the distance as well as 𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗏𝗏 here on home soil. Making a return after years and years in Australia.
And again with the right hand from 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏. He's not even throwing it with power, he's just popping it on the chin, and more than anything, it's disrupting the movement of McGrillen. There it is again, and he's coming with that lead kick, which we've already seen do the damage to the body of McGrillen. But Lewis is a whirling dervish of elbows now.
𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 retreated and threw a left elbow of his own.
Looks like we've got a bit of blood around the nose of 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏, perhaps. Very defensively sound.
Stabbing kick to the body, right hand, and that body kick again to the lead ribs of Lewis McGrillen. Already a lot of welting over there. Oh! There's the left hand that McGrillen was trying to dial in. Now McGrillen with an elbow, little shoe shine. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 changes levels, excellent timing on the takedown. Oh! But look at this from McGrillen, the back take.
What a move.
Dan, I asked Lewis McGrillen in the fighter meetings, what is the second best weapon in your MMA arsenal? Everyone knows your left hand is the primary attack. He said, I'm really good at taking the back. I would say that nifty little move supports the statement quite well.
That was super slick. I hope we get that in the replays from the truck. Really interesting the way that he moved around his opponent, dropped onto the back, hooks in.
Back to the way!
Round two set to start.
Step back from me, Lewis. Step back.
𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗏𝗏 and his corner with some confident conversation between rounds 1 and 2. Lewis McGrillen in the green trunks again sprints out of the corner to start the second frame. More aggression from the young man from Manchester. Good low kick from 𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Oh, a good knee from 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏, caught McGrillen ducking. See, McGrillen now feels like that left hand is just a matter of time before it lands again.
Oh, the head kick from 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏.
McGrillen calls him on. Oh, and McGrillen for the level change. Big lift.
And a slam. Lewis McGrillen dumps 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 to his back. Settles into a half guard position. Can he make anything happen with the offense from the top? We haven't seen a ton of ground and pound in the early stages of McGrillen's career. And there's another back takedown.
Beautiful work with the back take. It looks like he's across the face on this one. He's going to drag that face bar and make it really uncomfortable, but 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏's got superb submission defense.
McGrillen's got the body triangle. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 doing a good job turning to the correct side. He's got to address these arms around his neck.
Man, McGrillen's style is just made for sold-out arenas, isn't it? I mean, he's exciting every single time out. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏's going to try and scramble. He's got to be careful he doesn't get flattened out. Again, back to the body triangle for McGrillen. Nice to see another string on McGrillen's bow as well. We saw this in his amateur career. We saw him taking people down and ground and pounding. So difficult to free that body triangle without using your hands.
McGrillen got too high. Philpott comes out the back door. And now he wrestles to top position.
Good move by Philpott. Now finds himself in side control. McGrillen's got to be cautious when he scrambles.
Elbow from the top for Philpott. Look at the strength from Louis McGrillen. A scramble again. Philpott was trying to grab a guillotine. Elbows from the bottom position.
See a cut above the eye of McGrillen. You can see it just in his eyebrow. Don't seem to be much blood coming from it, but it might be a target if Philpott could get into a position to hit it a little more. Again with the body triangle. This time he's got the Scottish Twister version though. Oh no, now he's on the outside. It looks like he's under the chin. He's under the chin.
Oh, under the chin and attack! Louis McGrillen slapped on the rear naked quickly and gets the win.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Paul Crossley calls a halt to the action at 3 minutes and 17 seconds of round number 2, declaring a winner via submission to a rear naked choke, the McGrizzler, Louis McGrillen.
11-1 coming in, 12-1 now. Louis McGrillen back on a win streak. And in the cage with Dan Hardy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the McGrizzler, Louis McGrillen. That was a fun back and forth there. He's a tough guy. You've known him from back in the day. You knew he was going to be a tricky dude. You finished with the rear naked choke. A little bit of a change for you there.
I always thought I could just change it up for a little bit. Like I said in Newcastle last year, who can't grapple? But I said during the week, people sleep on me grappling and where I'm good at as well with set things. So I proved it in that as well, and I'm just going to keep the ball rolling.
Now, talk to me about fighting Alan Philpott. I mean, he's got loads of experience. Like, you've watched him as you were coming through the ranks. It must have been a real challenge for you to get in there and take on someone, you know, so well respected in their hometown.
You know what, mate? I'm not afraid from a challenge. I think I've proved that. Do you know what I mean? So whoever gets put in front of me, I'll fight him in it. Do you know what I mean? It was a bit awkward and stuff like that, but I could see I could implement other aspects in the game instead of just being so eager on something. So I proved that. I'm buzzing enough.
Now, we spoke earlier in the week and you talked about, you know, going into places where you're not necessarily going to have the fan support, right? But you talked about making new fans, exciting people with your style of fighting. Is it important to you that the fans leave here going, man, McGrizzler was awesome to watch?
Yeah, of course. You don't have to like me, but it's one of them, innit? Hey, Belfast! Hot start tonight!
What's your experience been like? Has the crowd been looking after you, been enjoying it?
Yeah, I like a bit of booze. I got a few cheers, you know what I mean? I feel like people who do know me, especially my age range in the crowd, they will cheer me because they know me more than Philpott. So it's a bit of a mix in it. I didn't get mega booed, I don't feel. I couldn't give a fuck anyway, do you know what I mean?
So what's next for the McGrizzler? When are we going to see you out again?
Give me PFL Manchester! PFL Manchester! Do I have to spell it out? Do I have to spell it out? I may have failed English in school, but I can spell Manchester. PFL Manchester. Let's do that. Not any Liverpool cards. Manchester. Let's do it.
That sounds good to me, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for the McGrizzler, Louis McGrillen.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now.